What's up, YouTube? We back with another video on the DR10, and everything pretty much that we talked about in the last video kind of went out the window overnight. We talked about keeping the DR10 stock and trying to make it go fast, so I was just gearing. But after some time on Facebook and looking at a couple groups and whatnot, I think we're just going to try to go all out now and get it tuned and ready, because there's more than one race that we're trying to go to. I ran into somebody at the hobby store that I potentially might end up joining into their group or whatever they call it, or I might just race every once in a while with them. But today we're going to talk about the upgrades that we decided to go with for DR10, and as far as the type of adjustability we have now, type of tuning capability we have now. Everything is pretty much censored, I guess you could say. We got the DVC turned off because for some reason with DVC, the Mamba Max glitches and for the servo does a weird like twitching thing or whatever. We're still running 2S LiPo. We're gonna talk about body choice that we went with, wide and tire choice, and we're not gonna talk about gearing or things like that. We might get into breaking down and tuning, but as far as gearing and boost timing and degrees and all that, I'm not going over that because, like I said, this is a car that's supposed to be in a competition, and I'm not racing giving out the information that I tested and acquired. Even though I can give it out because it's not gonna be the same results for you like it was for me, but I'll give you a ballpark and how to get where I'm at, or at least go in the right direction. So start with ESC and engine combination we went with. We went to 10 scale Mamba X. This is the 3800 kV motor with the fully adjustable castle ESC. This is the short course truck edition. We already went and installed it in the truck because I didn't want to film a video on boring you guys on how to install an ESC and motor. I'm pretty sure if you have an RC car, you know how to do that already. And if you don't, there's a million videos on YouTube. And if you need any help, you can always drop a comment. I'll get back to you. But right now we have just the stock reading internals we had in the car. We have 3300 reading motor in here in the box. But usually it's your castle motor right here. It's got the castle motor, sensor wire, things like that. So, my bad, we had a little bit of background noise going on, but this is the box your ESC comes in. We just have the stock greedy ESC and 3 ESC. We might put the stock DR10 electronics in something. I was leaning more towards a 4-wheel drive car eventually. Just something to just have fun with. Nothing too crazy. I don't know. This is just a thought to throw out there. I tried putting in a drift car and kind of stripped out some gears, so I have to figure out some type of motor mount or something to get this guy going in a drift car or something like that. Let's see. We got the car sitting on some rims right now, and I guess one of the rims are uneven. Let's slide that back over. And then for body choice, one second, let me close up this body. But for body choice, we wanted to go towards something more modern. I didn't want to go with any of the muscle cars just because, like, I feel like there's a million of those. I've seen those bodies, just like the body choice that we went to is pretty common as well. But I mean, for me, I'd rather go with this over the Nova or the Chevelle. I could have went with the 66 Nova, and I could have went with the long Chevelle. But I chose to go with, let's see, slide this guy in. And it's pretty cool packaging too. It has a link to a free castle link as well. It comes with a free castle link. We'll get into that in another video. This car does have full tuning capability, throttle curve, brake curve, all of the 9 and all of the such. So we decided to go with CTS-V body. Personally, we went with the CTS-V because I'm a huge CTS-V fan, and who doesn't like CTS-V? If you don't like CTS-Vs, you're weird, in my opinion, because it's like, what is there not to like? It's a pretty cool car. They make 4-door, they make 2-door, makes pretty good power, sleek aerodynamic. We still gotta do some more cutting, cut all the body out. But we got the wing pretty much put together. Still needs to put hardware in it. The car still needs to be painted, but we got the body holes marked off on where we're gonna drill some holes, or ream or drill, whatever we decide. Let's follow this body line, come all the way down to here. We might leave this extra lip in the front. I'm not sure yet. I might try to trim it down some and just leave the lip. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's the tape peeling up on this side, so it looks a little rough. And you know, if you have an RC body or ever painted one, you know, it's like this little tape when protect the coat on the outside. And that's why it looks rough. Even then, we're gonna go through and clean it up with some sandpaper and make it smooth. But yeah, we decided to go with the CTS-V body, so it's the wheel and tire combination win. So wheel and tire combination, we decided to go with your Pro line. We decided to go with your Pro line rim and your raw speed rear tire. And on clay compound, this tire, we don't have, as you can see, we've been doing some testing with this tire. Don't even get me started. I have so many good things to say about this tire. Just, if you get your hands on one, the moment you touch this tire, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. This tire is almost like a real slick. It has some bite to it. It has some bounce a little bit. But for the most part, it has way more structural integrity than the stock tires. The stock tires, I would test and you just hear the tire just wrinkling and ripping. The clay compound tire, it bites the ground and it has the car almost about to do a backflip. If I didn't have a wheelie bar on the car, it would for sure do a backflip off the line. I should have put these tires on and ran it with the stock ESC just to see, but I was ecstatic, got home, ripped the thing apart. Ripped the thing apart. And glued these on, and we trying to mess around with the castle link a little bit and tune the car up. I think what we're gonna do now is we're gonna try to cut the body out. Get the body mounted and try to start going and looking to see where we're going as far as ride height, so we can start playing with some shock adjustments, because this car really has some crappy shock oil in it. And it's like 25 weight or 20 weight. I would say 15 and shit. It's just really light. And this car just doesn't want to plant. It just wheelies and it's just, you'll see whenever I drop some testing footage, you'll see. Hopefully we have it figured out by then. But right now we're just playing with some different throttle curves and trying to get as much data as we can from Castle. Because one thing I can say is this ESC and motor combination is very smart. Me personally, I chose the Mamba X over the Hobby Wing because of budget, 1. 2, I didn't want to, they pretty much have the same amount of adjustability, but I didn't want to get too complicated too soon. Like I said, we're just getting into no prep, we're just getting our feet wet. We don't want to have too much to learn too fast. We got a crawl before we walk, so we went with something a little bit more simple with like the Mamba X. It's pretty self-explanatory. I say when you do get it, it's these papers that they give you. I suggest you read through your papers. Your instruction manual that comes with your engine and not engine, I'm thinking about nitro, your motor, ESC combo. But you want to read these guys because they teach you a lot about the engine and temperatures and just information you should know when you start moving towards wanting to keep things consistent as far as going fast and protecting your investment. They actually had a pretty funny card in the packaging that said that said protect your investment, read. And I think a lot of people, they get on YouTube, they watch a couple videos and they just think they have it figured out. But I say the best way to figure it out is to try it. Get it, read as much as possible, and try stuff, and try slowly. Don't try things too soon. Don't get on there and start ramping up a bunch of timing boost and cheat mode, and because the moment you activate cheat mode, warranty goes out the window. You don't want to fry your ESC or engine, because then you just wasted however much you chose to spend on it. With me, I have a pretty good hobby store, so I didn't end up spending retail on this. Retail, I believe this goes roughly, the kit, I think it's like $260 something, something like that. And I only paid $200. So that was a steal for me, I guess, for the ESC and motor combo. And that's another reason why I went with it over the Hobby Wing, because the Hobby Wing was just $214 just for the ESC, just to have the same amount of capability as the Mamba X. Granted, the Hobby Wing has way more adjustability as far as timing and ramping, temperature, and it's just so much you can read from that thing. GPS, mile per hour, all types of stuff. I'd say that's in the next go round. I think we're gonna end up buying another chassis. We're not gonna just stick with the only BR10. I think we're gonna get rid of the other chassis that I was building with the shorter arms and just go buy a chassis, either a Bandit or a Swash, and we're gonna build another one, or we're just gonna get another DR10. I'm leaning more towards getting another DR10 because I don't want to go through the struggle of, completely building another car as far as arms and everything. And I know if I have another DR10, whatever works on this car, I can try another one, and we can just keep both of them similar. If I end up going with the route of getting a DR10, we're staying stock ESC and motor, and we're just gonna work on some gearing, because I do have some numbers I want to try as far as stock ESC and engine in. We will have another motor to spare, so the DR10 route would be perfect, but I have to talk to my wife and see if she'd be willing to drive one of the other cars. So far, I say the system is pretty cool. You're gonna need some connectors when you order it, because it doesn't have any connectors on it. So whatever battery you use, you solder on your wires, and you go from there. That's your view of the Mamba X. Right now, we're just pulling some data off the car through our castle, and we got it plugged into our laptop, and we're just looking in on them. Just tell us how hot the motor got, some RPMs, throttle in, throttle out, 8 hours of voltage. 7.7 is our average. We max out at 12.4 volts. We actually probably need to turn it down. It's just like there's so much adjustability with this thing. Like it tells you so much, and you can adjust this thing. I guess I'll show you this the first and last time you probably ever see this. That's why I got our boost coming in right now. And I don't have it going for long. I don't have it coming in. I just have it coming in off the line real quick, jump out there, and keep it going. But this thing, and it has so much adjustability. Like, it's crazy. So throttle curve. Like, you can just adjust so much. You just add a point. It's just simple, you know, but I got right now, I got it set up kind of on the low end and pull it out all the way down low. Just so we can get out there and run the whole 132. But like I say, we'll get out there and we'll do some test runs in the next video. And we'll probably do a shock adjustment, put on some other shocks in our next video. I got some other shocks that we're gonna try out. We're just gonna focus on getting this car very consistent, and then we're gonna start off next video with some testing and just making sure everything is even as far as springs. We're gonna take the springs off, see how long the springs are. We're just gonna play with a bunch of stuff next go around. We're gonna get some testing, and then we're gonna try to tune around it what we just got. In this car, it has the capability of logging, so you can log each run, and that's what this was that I showed earlier. I was looking at a Datalog. This car can run up to, I think, 15 minutes of data logging or something like that. We're just going ahead and clear this data. So I usually clear out my data, and I don't really keep it, but you can also save your graphs, save your data, and all that. But me personally, I just try to keep everything, you know, cool, and nothing that gets hot. Try to keep everything cool, and so I just emptied out the data on the car. Just update our tune again. Just update the tune to the car. And it says send setting to device, which is the car. And just send to there. And just click OK, and then plug. Plug it back in where you got it at, your receiver, and you're good to go from there. The video is interesting for you guys. Please continue to like, comment, subscribe, come back for another video. Come back if you guys need help with anything. Just continue to keep watching, because we're going to continue to keep trying to grow this channel, grow our racing program as far as with the Mamba, and hopefully the CTS-V can set some times. We're going to start going out and doing some test sessions and some parking garages, and showing you guys our parking garage that we test at, and us just testing. You guys come out, hang out with us on the camera. You sit in your home, you chill with us. We're just hanging out. We're just having a conversation. You hanging out while I work on my RC car, and I hope you're working on yours too. Like I said, please continue to just like and watch, and we got another video coming out soon. Appreciate you. Peace.